Hi Sagittarius, welcome to the Modern Spiritualist. My name is Raheem. Today we're going to do the November reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you know your sun sign and it's Sag, you're in the right place. If you know your moon and your rising signs, make sure to look for those as well. I did like a partial Celtic cross spread for the month of November with a new deck, so let's see how this goes. So your center point or kind of central theme for the month of November is the King of Swords. And your main challenge crossing that energy is the Lovers. Deep past affecting the present. I pulled the Five of Cups, and as a clarifier, I pulled the Chariot Reversed. In your foundation, we have the Three of Pentacles, and Divine Inspiration, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. In your fear position, we have the Hermit. In your outcome, we have Death reversed. Okay. So let's get into this. Just so you're aware, we do have a piano tuner tuning the piano in the other room. So sorry about that, but life happens wherever you are. Still got to get work done. So, King of Swords as your central theme this month. I get the feeling that you're in a really new place. Particularly, what's coming through particularly strong is people that do spiritual or energy work. I get the sense that you've leveled up, so to speak. The work that you've done the past couple of months has brought you to this new place in November, where you're just kind of viewing reality and life from a different lens. And I get the sense that you just kind of feel like a badass right now. Like, you know what you're about, you know what you're setting out to do, you know who you are, you know what your worldview is and that it works for you and that it's true for you. And this is just kind of the energy that you're embodying, I feel, in the month of November. Crossing you is the Lovers. And so here, I mean, this feels all good. I think the challenge here is just going to be about taking the next steps based on this King of Swords energy. So it doesn't really feel like an obstacle, more than it's just, this is your next step. And your next step is, how do you communicate the person that you are now in the clearest way possible in terms of the way that you show up in your relationships. And so this could, of course, be romantic relationships. As you level up, the way that you communicate may change, or what you need from that relationship may change, or what you can give the other person may change. But that's also true for friendships, that's true for family, that's true for work partnerships. And so you may just be needing to take a look at your relationships in general and the way that you're communicating, and re-examining kind of what you need from your relationships. Are you giving what you're getting back? Do any shifts need to take place in terms of the boundaries that you're setting? Things like that. But it all feels really clean. It feels like you are in the right mind space, and that this will be, I don't want to necessarily say straightforward, but I think you know what you're setting out to do and you know how to do it. And so it's just a matter of doing it and facing whatever challenges you may face in terms of negotiating with other people. Deep past affecting the present, we have the Five of Cups. It's quite different in this deck. I'm just getting a different feeling. This deck really has been challenging me. It's the Jungian Tarot, for those of you that are interested. This is really about balance, like emotional balance. Balancing kind of your primal fiery energies with your more watery emotions like love and compassion and empathy. Yeah, this is just making sure that your emotional needs are met. And how this is showing up in terms of the past affecting your future is that your needs are changing. And so you may need to upgrade. You may need to upgrade what you're doing in terms of self-care, in terms of your own process, and making sure that the way that your life is presented to you right now is getting potentially new needs met, or needs that you're transforming. And so, yeah, this is a good time to take kind of a holistic look at your life and kind of determining if you're not getting your needs met in certain areas, why and what can you do to rectify that for yourself. Clarifying that, we have the Chariot reversed. You're just going to need to take some time to do this. It's not going to be something that you can figure out overnight. You're going to have to kind of pry through your emotions, explore what's really there at its root for anything that isn't working. And keep in mind, some things are probably working. So, don't make this, in a traditional Five of Cups fashion, don't make this about everything that isn't working, because clearly, you're in a place, King of Swords, where things really are working for you. So, keep that in mind as you are kind of parsing out the things that are no longer working, which is just natural and normal for any kind of upgrade, right? And so the Chariot reverse is just saying, take your time with it, okay? In your foundation, we have the Three of Pentacles. This is good. This is about body, mind, spirit alignment. Making sure that as you proceed from here in negotiating partnerships in your life and relationships, and making sure that you're getting all of your personal needs met, make sure that it's fully in alignment, whatever you're working towards. So as you take action in the world, as you're taking new actions, as you are, deciding where you want to go from here, make sure that you're running it past your three filters. Like, is this necessary and good for my physical being? Is this necessary and good for my heart? Is this necessary and good for my soul, right? Making sure that everything in you is in agreement with whatever you're doing so that you can be the most aligned with your authenticity and your soul's purpose as you can moving forward. And then crowning you this month, we have the Queen of Swords reversed. Again, with negotiations in relationships, with communicating new needs, with setting new boundaries, be really careful with your language this month. Just make sure you're not coming off too forceful or not forceful enough. Like, make sure you're showing up in a way that's assertive so that people take you seriously, while still exercising some tact. I get the sense that some of you just may be worried about approaching these relationships, which totally makes sense, because asking for new things when you've had a status quo with someone for so long can be really difficult. And so just keep in mind that it's not necessarily what you say in terms of your own needs, it's really how you say it. Lean on this Three of Pentacles energy and make sure that you're really aligned and resonating with your own sense of truth as you're having these conversations. As long as you're not approaching it from fear and you're approaching it from love and compassion for yourself and for others and respect for yourself and for others, you're going to be fine, okay? In your fear position this month, we have the Hermit. Again, this is just repeating how, you're showing up differently now, so you have different needs. I think the fear here is you're really afraid to step up for yourself in certain ways out of fear of inconveniencing other people. It's going to take some real resolve this month to stick up for the things in your life that you need now. You've had some moments of enlightenment, you're integrating new energy, you're showing up in November as this new person, and so your needs have changed. I think the fear here is that you're afraid to step on people's toes. There's a fear of showing up and saying, hey, this is me now, this is what I need now, because you don't want to inconvenience other people. So it's going to take some real resolve here in this month to step into this Hermit energy to say, this is me, this is what I want, so you're going to have to figure that out. So that's probably, that's the biggest challenge for you this month. And then your outcome energy for this month, we have the Death card reversed. I really like this Death card, by the way. It's just one of the coolest I've ever seen. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, okay. To me, this really just does feel like a really massive letting go. And it doesn't feel, I know it came up in the reverse, but it doesn't feel particularly, I'm not feeling a lot of resistance, which is what I would usually read for a death in reverse, resistance to letting go. I'm not feeling that from you. I think what this is it's kind of more of a silent death and rebirth. I think you're going through a lot of things on the internal level. that may not be readily prevalent to people on the outside looking in. And so that is, of course, going to impact how people are responding to you, because they're not understanding the inner transformation that you're going through. And so that's something that you're going to have to communicate as much as you need to in order to move forward in a good way. But this all feels like pretty clean energy. I think you guys really do know where you're at right now and what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it, stepping into that spiritual warriorship in the sense of facing others and standing up for the things that you need. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So if you'd like to schedule a private reading with me, you can do so in the box below. You can follow me on social media, which you'll also find below. Go ahead and hit like if you like this video so that other people can see it, and hit subscribe if you want to see the next Sagittarius video, and I will see you guys in December.